Bipolar Female, Episode 23, Therapy Not Required. Niece, there is this belief that people with bipolar disorder cannot live their lives without seeing a therapist. Throughout all of my stints in the hospital and most of my time as an outpatient, I was convinced that this was true. I dutifully attended all of my therapies, individual, group, CBT, the acronym for Cognitive Behavioral Therapy. I must admit that I got a lot out of CBT, but I'll tell you more about that some other time. I really didn't care for group therapy at all. Those were always the longest sessions since everyone had to have time to share. I didn't like sitting through everyone else's turn, and it never seemed like I could relate to anyone in any of the groups. I didn't mind one-on-one therapy, but I was often a little suspicious of individuals who chose to become therapists. I often wondered what made them so qualified to give me advice and assess me. But I didn't dismiss therapy or individual therapists entirely. I felt I just had to find the right person. I wanted to find someone impressive, someone who went to the best schools, had more than 20 years of experience, specialized in treating people with type 1 bipolar disorder, and had affiliations with some of the best hospitals and networks in Massachusetts. And when I did find that someone, he decided to treat me. Dr. Mitchell was wonderful. He was a doctor because of his PhD, because therapists, unlike psychiatrists, do not have to go to medical school. One of the best things about Dr. Mitchell was that he had weekend appointments. I decided to see him every Saturday, and I began to look forward to every meeting. I would take stock of my entire week and anything that was bothering me and show up to our appointments with a list of things I wanted to discuss. It went on this way for about 6 months. And then at the end of the 6th month, Dr. Mitchell told me that the appointment I was sitting in would be my last appointment. "I think you can make it on your own, Sia." I thought, how could he? How could he abandon me when I was just beginning to feel like therapy was helping me? I felt like I was being dumped. Weren't we in a relationship? I needed him. Or at least I thought I did. "We have one more approved appointment from your insurance. I will leave it available to you. If you need to see me again, you can use it, but I don't think you'll need it." It began to hit me how big of a part insurance played in my treatment. I could only stay in the hospital for as long as my insurance would allow me to, and I could only see a good therapist for as long as my insurance would pay for it. The only reason I was able to stay in the Girl Interrupted Hospital for as long as I did was that it was a Harvard teaching hospital, and Harvard never charged me for any of the time in the hospital because my parents signed me up for Harvard health insurance when I started college. But my time was up with Dr. Mitchell, and he didn't think I was sick enough to request approval for additional sessions from my insurance company. And after my initial shock at his belief that I could make it without therapy, I began to feel stronger. I felt not having a therapist was a real sign of my health. I made it a goal to never have a therapist again unless there was no other way I could go on. And I haven't been in therapy since I last saw Dr. Mitchell. He was one of the best doctors I've ever had because he knew when to let me go. He didn't try to milk the insurance company or drag on my therapy, and in the process, he helped me understand that having bipolar disorder does not mean that therapy is required. Not being in therapy is about understanding myself, understanding my moods and my triggers and how to mitigate them. I'm thankful to Dr. Mitchell for allowing me to figure out more about myself and how to make it on my own. Sometimes when someone lets you go, it can be very painful, and you wonder why they would ever do such a thing. But when you look back on it, you realize that them letting you go was one of the best things that ever happened to you. So don't spend too much time dwelling on why people leave your life. Just think of what you can learn from the fact that they are gone. Until next time, this is your Aunt Sia saying, stay strong, stay healthy, and know that you are loved.
We can learn together, we can grow forever.
Hey, it's the best kept secret.
We can learn together, we can grow forever. I am not my hair, I am not my skin. I am a vessel of love and soul within. I am bipolar female. I am black bipolar female. I am not my hair, I am not my skin. I am a vessel of love and soul within. I am black bipolar female. I am black bipolar female. Let me tell you where I've been, who I am, what I do, why I stand, how I live, what I think, what I love, what I am. Black bipolar female. Yes, ma'am. Any questions you can ask, what I don't know I will pass. I will help you understand all the ups, all the downs, all the smiles, all the frowns, all the whys, all the hows. Walk the journey with me, the road is full of wows. We can learn together, we can grow forever. We can learn together, we can grow forever.